Alright, so something occurred to me. This is kind of something, I don't know how many folks are in agreement with this, but I've really been starting to get annoyed with this YouTube Studio beta stuff. I mean, it really is kind of cheap tactics as far as the stuff that it goes. And the main reason as to why I'm kind of feeling that way is because of the analytics. I mean, that stuff, it gets me through certain amounts of enjoyment. I mean, I used to check analytics on my cell phone, which I can't do anymore. It's because they want you to use YouTube Studio. So it's like you can't use real time to see what videos of yours are getting hits. And that has bothered me basically since like last fall, October or so. So it's pointless to go on the road or go somewhere and not be able to know what videos and what's getting the best traffic. I mean, it'll show you like the top 3, but if you'd prefer to know about like the top 20 like real time typically does, it just happens to be, to me, YouTube is just starting to feel more and more full of shit. And I know their attitude is like, well, we're billionaires and we're the #2 website, so whatever. But it's just really, it happens to be incredibly cheap tactics, and I wish that they had something more, some sort of backbone rather than just the way that they do things. I mean, they keep threatening their little, the stuff about how, YouTube's, classic analytics or, classic setup is going away soon. I mean, if they have as much money as they do, they should be able to keep both. And I don't know why they're forcing people. They're kind of cramming it down your throats to make sure that you just naturally adapt to it. I also like being able to know what my most popular videos are. In the video settings mode, the video manager, when you do that, you can see your top, you can basically scale, you can click the tab and be able to see all of your top 100 videos. Or, you'll get 30 per page, and you can go all the way from your most popular to your absolute worst popular video. And you can't do that in the new setup. And it happens to be useful just because it's like, hey, under YouTube's new terms, I don't know what my best video is anymore. And that's kind of stupid, just not being able to do that. And, it's a feature that I think that they need to bring back. So I like knowing my most popular videos, and I like knowing what videos are getting hits on fucking YouTube and shit. And I feel like the website is purposely trying to make it more difficult just to be able to see these things, so they can negate all that I mean, the things they care about in analytics nowadays are just whether or not you're improving and what necessarily is getting the most traffic. That's the seeing, like, it'll tell you first thing, you're getting this amount, like that's about what you usually get. But it's like, that's not so much what I care about as much as I just want to know, because that's kind of the situation when you look at your videos and it's like, oh, more of these are starting to hit 4 digits, and more of these are starting to hit 3 digits, and more of these are starting to hit whatever. I mean, I care about that more so than I care about my channel actually rising up. I mean, YouTube's sitting there trying to make a hustle out of it to where if you're not a big dog, it's not like your channel matters. And I know that a lot of this seems like anecdotal the way I'm talking, but I think the whole sheer stupidity of just how everything else actually works. I mean, I think there's enough band of rebels out there that probably support like the classic analytics setup, and despite all their changes, this is going to make it that much more terrible to sit there. I mean, I like knowing what videos are doing the best. I mean, it at least says in the analytics your top 10 videos for the month that are performed. I just want to know. I mean, I completely want to know what videos are doing the best, period. I mean, those are the ones that are more important to me. That just happens to be a thing, and I'm not going to be able to see that anymore. It's kind of disappointing, for me to have to go through over 1,000 videos just to designate, okay, these are your top 30, and these are your top 60, and these are your top 100. It really seems like a royal pain in the ass to have to do that. There's a lot of crap that YouTube is kind of sweeping under the rug. I mean, obviously the new changes, you would think doing that, doing the new changes. That, I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with it if the new things did not interrupt the old things, but I think they're purposely trying to do that.